On November 27 th. A group of railway workers made a disturbing discovery inside a dark metro tunnel. They found a human skeleton, clearly left there for many years, unnoticed, hidden in the shadows where no workers usually went. And in the same month, in another city, workers found another body beside the train tracks. Then a third body appeared in a different governorate, inside an old water tank near the railway. This was enough for the police to launch a nationwide search along all railway lines. Soon, they uncovered 12 bodies, all sharing the same chilling pattern. Children. Between 10 and 13 years old. No missing reports. Homeless, living and working on the streets. All showed signs of physical abuse. And all were found close to the railway. So the police began speaking to street children. And finally, one terrified boy told them the name that would change the investigation. El Torbini. He said Torbini took money from the children every day. And anyone who refused was beaten, or worse. He also revealed that Torbini had a gang helping him. The boy, shaking with fear, begged the police to protect him. He then gave them the location of one gang member called El Suwazi. When Suwazi was arrested, he confessed immediately. And led the police straight to Torbini. And there, Torbini admitted he had killed more than 32 children, not just the 12 they found. But who was this man? And how did he turn into one of the most brutal killers in the region? Ramadan grew up in extreme poverty. He worked from a young age, small jobs, hard labor, until he eventually found work at a cafe near the railway. There, he met the original Torbini. A man who forced every working child in the area to give him money, including Ramadan himself. When Ramadan refused, Torbini warned him not to challenge him. One night, Torbini told him to meet by the French Torbini train, where he always slept. The nickname that gave him his name.
Ramadan went. But he walked straight into a nightmare. Torbini tied him on top of a train, assaulted him, and tried to throw him in front of a moving train. Ramadan survived, but the violent hit to his head left him with permanent damage to his eyes. He reported the attack, but Torbini walked free due to lack of evidence. Not long after, the original Torbini died in a car accident. And that was the moment Ramadan snapped. He felt he never got justice. So he decided to become the new Torbini. And unleash his anger on children who were just as helpless as he once was. He formed a gang of street kids. Forced young workers to hand over their money. Anyone who resisted was taken to the top of a train, assaulted, then pushed in front of a passing train. Staged to look like an accident. For him, the violence became an addiction. He was arrested once after a boy survived. But again, there wasn't enough evidence, so he was released. And when he got out, he hunted down that same boy. He assaulted him with his gang, and killed him with a stone to the head. Years later, that was the skeleton found in the tunnel. In 2005, someone reported that Torbini and his gang were using drugs. Nothing was found, so they walked away free again. But they tracked down the person who reported them, and set him on fire. Their crimes escalated. Different methods, worse cruelty. Even burying one child alive. During one arrest, Suwazi confessed that Torbini's wife, who worked in prostitution, sometimes brought young girls for him. When Torbini found out, he planned to kill Suwazi. Suwazi escaped to another governorate. And that's where the police finally found him. And he revealed everything. The case exploded in the media. Crowds filled the streets. People demanded justice. Ramadan El Torbini was sentenced to death in 2006. And the execution was carried out in 2010. Today, he is ranked among the world's most brutal criminals, number 32 globally. The story ends here.